Hello, Cancer, creature born of water, cardinal water. It is me, Miss Honey Blunt, the witch of the wax, the vixen of the day, the duchess of the dab. And I am here with a lovely taroscope forecast for the month of November and a little half of the December. So the Sagittarius sign is a little Scorpio, a little Sag. Get into it. So, you know the tea, Cancer, without further ado, with following these 3 knocks. I banish all evil and negativity from my presence and yours. Cancer, I hope you are well. I hope you are enjoying all of the deliciousness that you can find around you as we await the highly anticipated Jupiter going direct, right? Jupiter gets out of retrograde right about now. And it becomes this big as everything moves forward and good fortune falls back into place. So we're going to start off with the After Tarot for some beginning messages. Knight of Cups in reverse there, so definitely the longer you stare at something, the slower it's taking to arrive. The harder you focus on this manifestation, the slower it's going to take to be called in. You've got some anxieties waiting for this thing to come in, right? Anxiety, that pressure's coming through. And the Empress in reverse. Yes, so this does have to do with manifestation and calling things in, right? Got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So everything that's going to be called in is going to be a reflection of your own value and how you feel on the inside. Right here with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, she's not seeing her own value. She's not understanding who she is in terms of how she relates to herself and her own worth and stability of the material side of it all, right? I mean, the material side of her self-worth, right? What her self is worth. You know, the value of her spirit. So she's not really seeing the value in herself right now. And that may be because something that you called in and asked for a while is just taking too long to come in with the Knight of Cups in reverse. As you slowly wait for this offer that you've manifested to arrive, could be getting in your own head here, like, why isn't it here? What am I doing wrong? All of the thoughts and anxieties that come and plague you with the Nine of Swords here, because it's all about laying awake at night and in deep anticipation of the outcome, right? It's the anxiety card. So you have a lot of anxiety, a lot of too many thoughts, too many working thoughts coming together to keep you from focusing on, not the immediate satisfaction of receiving the manifestation, right? You could be focused on too hard on could be feeling the absence of what you've been asking for so hard that all of these negative emotions appear. But it's okay, you just got to get them in check. We got the Empress in reverse here, so just further solidifying that fact of that, I think you're in your head about it, and it's something that you have called in that's just not being returned to you in this moment, right? We're going to use the Golden Girls card. Golden Girls cards, and we're going to clarify this energy. Thank you so much. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors are truly grateful. Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, Knight of Pentacles on Knight of Cups in reverse. This is about you focusing on it too much. Because every subject is too subject, right, Cancer? What is wanted and what is not wanted. And sometimes when you focus too hard on what you want, you start to meditate on the other side of the stick of what is not wanted, which is ergo, right, the thing that you want and the absence of the thing that you want. When you focus on the thing that you want so intensely, you're like, I want this thing, and the more you want it, the more you notice that it's like not here and all the negativity that comes with that. So it is learning to find, to really manifest something and then not really worry about it so much. Sort of trust that it's going to fall into place choice and let it fall into place, right? Knight of Pentacles. So it's something that does pertain to your value. Could be in the realm of career here, because we do have Pentacles. You know, one Pentacle is about, you know, self-love, self-value, self-worth. But, you know, maybe two Pentacles of this big variety is definitely probably about work to some of you. This is a general reading, right, Cancer? So, you know, take it if it resonates. Leave it behind. If it doesn't, it's not for you. We've got the Five of Swords here. So there's a winners and losers aspect out of, you know, out of this thing, right? Because the Five of Swords is all about, you know, the spoils of war, the spoils of battle. It's like, oh, look what I've won, and the other person crying in the background. You know, is it really worth, you know, the battle? Probably not a direct conflict. Indirect conflict is what I'm getting up. But there's a lot of anxiety that's coming with that. That, you know, is in turn making you doubt your own self-value and self-worth. But get out of that. Get out of your head, because you have no reason to feel that way, right? You've got Strength here in the reverse on top of the Empress. So your manifestations are not coming in, Cancer, because of how you are really speaking to yourself, right? Strength is about the inner voice we use. Strength is about the inner voice that we use to calm our inner demons, right? And, you know, you could be, with it in reverse here, you could not be, you know, you're probably not easing yourself out of this rough situation, right? You're probably like, you know, talking to yourself very harshly. You know, the harder you on yourself, the harder things are going to be. Strength reminds us to find a beautiful reprieve and, you know, become one with, you know, who we are for a second by releasing everything around us that doesn't feel good, right? If it doesn't feel good, don't meditate in thought too hard upon it. Do you know what I'm saying? Strength reminds us to be kind to ourselves during our, you know, use the gentle voice that we use when consoling others. We need to use that gentle voice to console ourselves. Thank you so much, Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. We need to use that voice to console ourselves, so that we are pushing ourselves along so gently in the journey, not really like, you know, shoving ourselves along, like, you should be doing this, you should be doing this. No, you're doing great, and you may not get to do this now, but you will get to do it soon. It is about changing that tone that sort of is going to trickle. You're going to see all these things around you change when you change that tone. That is a promise. Got the King of Pentacles here in reverse. So, right, this is all about a value thing. You know, the way you see yourself is keeping you from communicating to the, you know, the way you communicate with yourself is keeping you from seeing the fullest of your own value, right? So, you know, you're not communicating to your, you know, you're not talking to yourself like you're worth it, so you're not feeling like you're worth it. And so the things that you've been calling for are not coming in because you don't feel like you're worthy of these things that you've asked for, but you are, Cancer. You are worthy of the things that you've asked for, and may all the good things flow in as Jupiter goes direct and we experience that beautiful, beautiful love. Beautiful, beautiful love. So just focus on all of that, my dear. I'm going to go into the personal deck here, leave you with some closing massages. All right, give you some closing things, some things to close. Thank you so much. What advice do we have for Cancer? Some advice for Cancer. Okay. I'll give you that and the deck, right? We got help someone, Cancer. If you don't know what to do next, help someone. It'll make you feel good and harder to doubt that you're a decent person. But a lot of times when this comes up, it also can be telling you to help yourself. That someone that you must help must be yourself. Come to your own aid in this, right? And speak to yourself gently and support yourself through this with all the aid that you can, right? With all the aid that you can give yourself. Allow your higher self to come through and help you and provide you from some reprieve, especially from all these thoughts that plague who you are and what you're doing, right? You have experienced your full flower moment, right? Metamorphosis. You have experienced some sort of full flower moment here, Cancer, and you are ready to embrace your new life, right? No one stays the same. Change is always for the better. You can enjoy another world when you leave the old one behind, right? She's about the butterfly. She's about the butterfly, my sweet Cancer. I hope that some of this resonated with you, and you are understanding this full flower moment that you have. And I hope that you can find the courage and the strength to do the process, thought by thought by thought, of creating a gentler, more better feeling thought to sort of create a better atmosphere for the things that you love to arrive. Help yourself. That's the biggest thing that you can do right now. Help yourself. And help yourself like you help others. Put yourself back alight. Put yourself back alight with all that is good and bright. I love you so much, Cancer. I am Miss Honey Blunt. If you need me, you can contact me for a little personal reading, or you can find me at the Lamplighter Lounge every single Monday night, and Atomic Rose every single Sunday night, and Bar DKDC every single Thursday night in Memphis, Tennessee. So hit me up. We're turning it out. We're doing the thing, and I am here to help you. Love and light.